Tina Joemat-Pettersson, Khehla Sitole Mkhwanazi, and Nomvula Mokonyane are at the center of the storm that has gripped South Africa as allegations of bribery, corruption, and parliamentary misconduct threaten to shake the very foundations of democracy. Could you see this coming? In Cape Town on August 8, 2025, the Parliamentary Committee investigating claims against Mkhwanazi has officially requested all possible witnesses to provide sworn written testimonies, a move that promises to reveal shocking truths and test the integrity of some of the country's most powerful lawmakers. What would you do if this happened in your community? The allegations stem from statements made by former Police Commissioner Khehla Sitole Mkhwanazi, who claims that Tina Joemat-Pettersson and two other ANC MPs allegedly attempted to bribe him into halting a parliamentary inquiry into his conduct while in office. Could you imagine the impact on public trust if these allegations are true? The committee, chaired by Nomvula Mokonyane, is acting to ensure that the investigation proceeds with full transparency, legal accuracy, and fairness for all parties involved. This scandal has rapidly captured national attention because it strikes at the heart of parliamentary integrity and accountability. Do you think justice was truly served when misconduct goes unpunished? The committee emphasized that sworn testimony will allow them to carefully assess the credibility, relevance, and consistency of each witness narrative, avoiding conjecture or political bias. Mkhwanazi has publicly released WhatsApp messages and recorded phone conversations purportedly implicating several lawmakers in unethical behavior, fueling public outrage. How would you react if messages like these implicated leaders in your country? Opposition parties, civil society organizations, and members of the public have demanded accountability, while some of the accused MPs have denied any wrongdoing. Legal experts have highlighted that obtaining sworn statements is critical to creating a clear and verifiable account of events, reducing the influence of hearsay and political prejudice. Could stronger legal measures like this restore public faith in governance? The deadline for witness submissions is August 21st, 2025, and the committee's final report is expected later this year, potentially reshaping public confidence in elected officials. The accusations against Joemat-Pettersson are particularly explosive, as they involve alleged attempts to influence a parliamentary inquiry, raising questions about the ethical standards of those entrusted with public office. Do you believe high-ranking officials should face stricter scrutiny? Mkhwanazi's revelation suggests a network of political maneuvering that may have compromised parliamentary procedures and undermined accountability. Nomvula Mokonyane has made it clear that the process will protect the rights of all involved and maintain confidentiality unless disclosure is deemed necessary. How important is transparency versus privacy in high-profile investigations? This step ensures that witnesses can come forward without fear of retribution, strengthening the integrity of the investigative process. Public reactions have been a mix of shock, anger, and concern for the state of democracy. Could you trust the system if such allegations are true? Social media has erupted with discussions and debates, as ordinary South Africans voice frustration over repeated claims of corruption at the highest levels. The implications of this investigation extend far beyond parliamentary walls. Ordinary citizens rely on the integrity of lawmakers to ensure fair governance, and any hint of bribery undermines that trust. How would you feel if your government officials were involved in similar misconduct? The release of evidence such as WhatsApp messages has made the scandal intensely personal and immediate, forcing the public to confront uncomfortable truths about the accountability of their leaders. Could transparency like this prevent future abuses of power? As details emerge, the political landscape may shift, affecting party credibility and public confidence. The committee's insistence on sworn testimony reflects a broader push for ethics and responsibility in South Africa's political sphere. What steps would you take to enforce accountability in your own leadership structures? By formalizing statements under oath, the investigation sets a high standard for honesty and accuracy. Some critics argue that the timing and handling of these revelations could influence political outcomes or party reputations, adding another layer of tension. Do you think politics interferes too often with justice? Yet, Mokonyane has reaffirmed her commitment to fairness, ensuring that no party is unfairly targeted or shielded. Mkhwanazi's courageous decision to make his evidence public has brought national attention to issues that were previously discussed behind closed doors. Would you speak out if you had similar evidence? His actions have sparked heated debates about the responsibilities of former officials to expose wrongdoing for the greater good. Observers note that the scandal could redefine expectations of accountability in South African politics. Do you believe political leaders will change their behavior after this? By scrutinizing high-level misconduct, the committee hopes to signal that no one is above ethical standards, regardless of rank or party affiliation. As the deadline for witness submissions approaches, tension mounts across the country, with citizens eager to see whether justice will be upheld. How would you feel waiting for the truth in such a high-stakes case? Each affidavit may carry the power to confirm or disprove allegations, directly impacting careers and reputations. The role of civil society in this investigation cannot be underestimated. Ordinary citizens are watching, debating, and demanding transparency, making public engagement a critical part of accountability. Could collective pressure influence the outcomes of such investigations? Meanwhile, opposition parties have vowed to scrutinize every development, insisting that any confirmed misconduct be met with appropriate consequences. Would you support stricter penalties for political wrongdoing? Their involvement underscores the importance of vigilance and the need for constant oversight of elected officials. For many South Africans, the scandal is more than just a political story. It is a test of the country's moral compass. How much trust can you place in leadership after repeated allegations? It forces citizens to ask whether the political system truly represents their interests or is susceptible to corruption. The final report from the committee, expected later this year, could reshape public perception of both Joemat-Pettersson and the ANC. Could this change the political landscape in South Africa permanently? Its findings will be critical in determining accountability, potential disciplinary actions, and broader reforms. Political analysts are watching closely, noting that the case may influence future parliamentary conduct and the implementation of anti-corruption measures. International observers are also monitoring the situation, as South Africa's political stability has implications for regional governance and investment confidence. Would you like me to also create 10 highly clickable, viral-ready YouTube titles specifically for this Mkhwanazi, Joemat-Pettersson scandal to maximize reach and engagement?